From Philadelphia to Valley Forge, neighboring communities are finding innovative ways to leverage the power of bicyclists. It's unclear what role the Schuylkill River Trail and bicyclists will play in Norristown. Will Norristown compete to capture the trail's economic and social value? This video presents research conducted by students from Cabrini's Masters in Leadership program. By examining how other communities have successfully leveraged bike trails to help in community and economic development, we hope to contribute to the conversation about the role of the Schuylkill River Trail in Norristown. Students studied 4 trails from communities across the country, focusing on trail history, program attributes, institutions, and of course, leadership. Key themes from these stories may help influence the path that Norristown takes. Many of you are probably familiar with the Perkiomen Trail, but you may be surprised to know that it's only about 10 years old. This 20-mile trail goes from Green Lane to Oaks and connects with the Schuylkill River Trail. Some of the important attributes of the trail are its 11 well-marked trailheads that have parking and good signage. There are also amenities along the trail like water and bathrooms, and a variety of new businesses have sprung up to cater to the needs of the bicyclists who enjoy traveling on the trail. The trail was largely the result of the work of County Commissioner Michael Marino. While many people, of course, are involved in making any trail a success, trails do take leadership, and Marino did play a key role in getting this trail up and running. Further west in the state, the York County Heritage Rail Trail combines a working steam engine with a bicycle trail. The York area has a railway museum in addition to some more traditional attractions like an ice cream store, tavern, and bicycle shop. They also put on a variety of special events like a Riverwalk Festival, a farm market, and a 10-mile run. From a leadership perspective, the York area benefited from the energy of Tim Fulton, who started off as the director of the Redevelopment Authority for the city of York. He helped put together funding from a variety of sources that made the rail trail a reality, and importantly, helped create the York County Trail Authority, which is a separate entity that manages the trail and coordinates among the municipalities where the trail operates. It also helps raise money for continued funding for the trail. Farther north in Connecticut is the Farmington River Trail. This trail is a little bit different from our local trails because of its length. It's over 80 miles long and travels through many different towns. It shares similarities with our local trails. They have cleanup events, Eagle Scout projects to help beautify the trail and the like. They also do a lot of work tracking and marketing the trail. Importantly, they have standard signage to make sure that the trail looks similar all along its 80-mile length. From a leadership perspective, the Farmington Trail is led by a trail council that was founded by Preston Reed and is now led by Bruce Donaldson. They rely very heavily on volunteers, and they are very selective and have high expectations of the volunteers. They also have representatives from every town along the trail. As Donaldson says, you don't get true believers out of a trail system until you get enough of it built, suggesting that once the trail is there, people start to buy in, and with the right leadership, enthusiasm, and energy, you can get people really excited about it. Bike trails are certainly not just an East Coast thing. Out in Colorado, the Paduri River Trail is a very successful trail that's been around for many years. It's funded largely by grants and has much more of a relationship with the state park system and the national park system. They have similar activities like moonlight bike rides and a trail athlon and those sorts of things, as well as volunteer days and the like. From a leadership perspective, there was a strong leader behind this trail project as well, in the form of Mayor Tom Selders. So what are some of our neighboring towns along the Schuylkill doing to help get the most out of the river trail? Manayunk is certainly pedaling ahead. Working through the Manayunk Development Corporation, the town is working together to bring businesses, community, and bicyclists together. Manayunk supports the trail in a variety of ways. There's clear signage, parking, and there are also other things like bike rentals and cleanup activities that help. Social media is also being used heavily. Here's some examples from Winnie's LaBus and some other folks in the Manayunk area. In our research, we've seen that building the trail isn't the last step, it's the first step in a long process. And a successful trail involves a mix of public resources and private resources to make it happen. From a public resource perspective, things like trailheads are really important. They need to be easy to find, clearly marked. They need to be bike friendly and parking available. Many trailheads in these communities have bulletin boards to post news, events, maps, and those sorts of things. Services are also important. Availability of bathrooms and water fountains. Similarly, marketing that can be done on a broad way to bring people to the trail. And then maintenance. All trails need maintenance to be done, and coordination between different local government groups to get maintenance done is really important. These are all essentially public resources. They're things that no individual company or firm can do, but the public at large and local government can play a really important role. On the private side, once trails are up and running, local businesses step in and promote. These are some examples of things that businesses are doing in Manayunk. There's a bike rack in front of the Manayunk Brewery and signage for the brewery as well. So again, once these things start to take hold, local businesses step in and do some good things to market and promote their businesses and the trail as a whole. So will Norristown be the next town to really engage with bicyclists along the Schuylkill River Trail? Will Norristown become known as the place to go and stop when you're bicycling along the trail? It's hard to know, but what's clear from our research is that leadership is really important. There's already a Schuylkill Rivers Towns action team that has been formed in Norristown, but this team needs participation from broad stakeholders, and as we've seen from the research that we've presented today, there needs to be a lot of different people involved and a lot of leadership for any of these trail projects to really bear the fruit that is possible. We hope you'll all get involved and be part of the conversation. Thank you.